Hello, welcome back again to the whatever this video is about. I forgot what we're recording about. Anyway, yeah. So during this time was when I was in, the Japanese vocational school, right? I've done like for the school at least 4-page manga, 8-page manga, 16-page manga, and like the 30+ page manga, right? So right now, what I'm about to show you are like the noteworthy ones, which I think is the eight page manga and the 30-page manga, which was my final year project kind of deal, right? So right now, for my third manga, this third manga I'm gonna show you is like I guess an adaptation, I'd say, of like my friends of this one video my friend had made in a university where it was a cowboy in a beach. It was he said it was like a pretty crappy attempt, but I loved it so much because like it was just weird. It was just like the right amount of weird and funny. Right, so I just call this the Wild Wild West, like very simple title and all that, and and a cool. I think it's a cool thing here, like a cool crack, a cracked effect thing. So yeah, let's get this out of the way. This is almost a self-insert, but not exactly. Um, I like characters with beards, right? As you can see, even this own little chibi VTuber thing has beard, cause I have a beard. Um, I think beards are cool. In many aspects, they can be dirty and all that, but the clean ones are clean, and the clearer they get, the cleaner they get, kind of deal. But I'm not here to talk about beards, right? And why I made him a cowboy and a cyborg just seems more interesting as like a character, right? Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, so it's all gonna be in Japanese, but I will translate it. Ooh, what a heavy one. Okay, Wild West では誰でも信じられないのだ。しかし、誰でも信じられないというわけじゃない。Right. So in the Wild West, there's no you can't trust anyone, but that doesn't mean you can't trust anyone, right? In this world, he is the only one I can trust, and this person who I trust is my partner. My partner, right? His partner. Who is this? It's the さあ一体どうした僕は呼ばされましたでしょうか? So what did she call me, sheriff? It's like your partner. He's been kidnapped. Is it McBaddy again? Is it McBaddy? Oh, just as you said. He also wrote like a letter for you. Boom, title card, and here is like his name, Shinigami Django. I kept Django. Django's back again, guys. Shinigami, like Grim Reaper, and it says here like here's the introduction, right? Okay, a criminal turn. Sorry, yeah, a criminal turned into justice, a person of justice, a cyborg cowboy, gunman. Whenever he aims at you, you know it's your end. That's his introduction. Right. 2時かなと、あと、ランデブーポイントはちょっと、okay, yeah. It's like, oh, in 2 hours, I'll head to the rendezvous point. I'll head to the bar to drink something while waiting. Right. He goes to the saloon. There's not. Well, it seems like there's not all people, but like it's just off camera kind of deal. It's like, oh, what's that? And then like some people are just looking at it. You can see like, oh, this is a bit of an alien kind of planet, right? So, あれジャンゴだね。どうした来たんだ来たんか。That's Django, isn't it? Why is he here? Oh, did you not know? Django's partner, Nick Buddy, kidnapped him. Eh? You mean Fujimi no Danny no koto? Do you mean Immortal Danny? the guy that got shot in the head and lived to tell the tale, Danny? で、so, so is he coming here just to like wait for him or something? This is what the cup thing said. じゃあ会いに行きましょうか。会いに行こうか。Alright, let's head to let's go and meet him here. Right. And here you might know this face. Right. I wanted to make this like, show that this is like an alien planet thing, so I added some weird things. Like a cactus with sunglasses, some alien planet there. Right. If you know who this is, well done. You've spent too much time on the internet, I think. Perhaps. I don't know. But yeah, I've modeled him after him. So if you know who this is, comment down below, and all that jazz. Right? Oh, mateta yo, McBuddy. I've been waiting for you, McBuddy. Oh, sorry. Not me waiting for you, sorry. Sorry I made you wait, McBuddy. I've been waiting, man, says McBuddy. I've been waiting, Django. Here, let me just do this, yeah. Waroi na. Sarun de nomi. Sarun ni. Nomi ni. Ita. Sorry. I'm sleepy right now. Sorry, I went to the saloon just to grab a drink and wait. What's that? And then your partner's been waiting too, Django? And then like, right, so let go of my partner. Right, so just let go of my part. Hold on. Yeah, you didn't see. Okay, so up above my head there. So let go of my partner, McBaddy. Takes out a gun. Shows the gun there. It's like, oh, oi, what you scare, McBaddy? Hey, keep calm, McBaddy. Yeah. I don't need this guy anymore, he says, while putting the gun at him. Boom. It's like, Donnie. Oh, what's that face? Funny face. And then, it's like, he's not so immoral after all. It's like, you son of a bitch, what the fuck are you think you are? I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you, he says. Who the heck do you think you are? 言うて。だって、犯罪者だろうけど、今なら殺人だろ? And it's like, you're just 言うて。だって、今なら。Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry. He's like, who the heck do you think I am? He's like, you're just a criminal. But now, you're a murderer, right? Boy. He's like, what's that? Boom. 俺を誰かと止めているんやろ? まさか、藤村ダニー。正解だ。Danny's back? What the hell? So you lived, partner. 待て、ジャンゴ。僕にも終わらせたいことがあるよ。一体何をやってる? I too have something I need to finish. What are you doing, Danny? この町にはお前のことを信じるんだけど、俺にとってお前まだ犯罪したのだ。In this town, I trust you. However, to me, you're still a criminal. That's a fact. なぜ今なのか。僕がお前のことを信じるのに。Why now? I trusted you all these times. ほほう。知らないか、ジャンゴ。You don't know Django? In the Wild West, you can't trust anyone. 愛しい人間にもぜ。 even the ones you care so much for. And then down here like next year it's like, how about your partner? Goodbye partner. So like and that's in the cliffhanger. So yeah, that's how this manga, this 8-page manga ends. Dear Lord, how do I speak? Yeah, hold up. Yeah, let me just scroll up a little bit. Yeah. So this is like a bit of an adaptation because I needed something short and sweet. I couldn't think of anything, so I'm like, I couldn't keep thinking of that one video my friend made, so I decided to just adapt it in my own way, right? The kidnapping, the betrayal, and everything. And during this period of where I'm learning manga, I've learned that there's a rule to manga, right? There's four things that if you are like learning manga right now, trying to learn manga from YouTube, whatever, there's this four concept within a story that you should have. Ki, sho, ten, ketsu, right? So ki as in introduction, if you introduce to a character. Sho, where you explain like what's going on, right? Oh, this is the situation they are in, or it can be vice versa. These two, right? Like, it's just essentially the first two is introduction and like showing people what's going on, and then like as the story continues, you hit your 10, which is your turning point. As in, this is supposed to be a twist or like something big that happens that elevates the story, right? And then while that's happening, you end the story with you end the story with how it needs to be ended, right? So that's how you keep that's how manga like is unique in a way where it keeps the readers intact, because they're because you giving them a commitment, number one, where you introduce your characters very early on to know what's going on, and you're also giving them like engagement within the story where it twists and all that. There's a twist to it, and then you end it all appropriately, kind of deal. You're supposed to end it. It's not supposed to be like it can be like a slow end, but because this is like such a short story, it ends like almost immediately in a cliffhanger, which is fine, I think, right? It gets you more interested in saying, oh, this is a story about betrayal, which I like, kind of deal, right? So yeah, that's what I've learned. That's what I've applied to this. This is a noteworthy manga, I'd say, because of like the very gritty style that I have on this one compared to the first two I've showed you. So yeah, it's just a very short section. Just a very short section for my 8-page manga. And my next one will be my current magnum opus, I'd say. And I will see you there after this short intermission. Let's go. Welcome back again. This is a very long video, but hopefully those breaks will allow you to just go and come back, do anything you want, continue the video as you may. But yeah, for my last one that I want to show will be my what I think is my magnum opus, Nonsense. So as you can see here, you got Yume and you got Fall. I've decided to just put these two in and make them sisters. That's the whole concept. I've already introduced them, early on in the first two parts of the video. I don't need no more introduction. Any more comments after this, I will, talk about it later. But for now, I think it's a snazzy little cover that I made. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Oh, I'm good. Oh, wait. I'm good. Okay. So, I did sneeze. Oh. So, the cool thing about this is that, all in Japanese, right? Which is cool, but luckily for me and the audience and all that, I have made an English. Oh wait, I have made an English translation of the manga for my friends, and for as well as for you, the viewers, to look at least. Right. So yeah, let's get on with this. Right. So introduction. So we're starting off with this immediately. And let's get this cycles done and over with. Yume-chan. Say, the one who took it on her own. Says the one who took it on her own, like the side quest. Can I just wait out here? What do you mean? This is a 2-person job. Jeez, all this happened from trying to enjoy lunch. Yeah, but we couldn't really let that all slide. Alright, all that slide. So immediately, the good thing I did here is immediately introduce what's happening, who the characters are, and then I get into the plot. Boom, the slide a few hours before. So Yume-chan, don't you want to try coffee? Nah, coffee sucks. Psh, still a kid, huh? What do you mean still a kid? Every morning, every morning, you never finish your coffee. You're still not used to it too. Emergency. A monster has been sighted within the city. Now this is a TV, supposed to be a TV. And I'm like, oh, what do I put for like an announcer? I just put my face in there, right? Not exactly a face reveal, but my face is there. So there, and then like Yume kept continuing. There was also that one time, a monster, huh? Don't you dare let this slide. So, and then like we go to like the second page, that third page where it's like the volume number. Nonsense, volume -1. Right, this like I really want to show like their dynamic here. Immediately, you can tell like the older sister and all that. And here, roar! So, people running away. Wow! Yo, stupid dog! The dog jumps, lands. Oh, you should look up. So he looks up. Oh, boom! So this cool looking narration right here. So this cool looking gal is my sister Fa. With the power of destruction, she can cut things like a blade. Boom! She hits a thing, and then like, oh, wasn't enough. In trouble. Boom! Gets smacked. Right. Oh, this is one of my favorite panels. Gets smacked. Whoa! That got me. So having fun, and then like the shield pops up. Sis, alrighty, I'll be going now. Ugh, it's like the face there. Comes back, and then we have this cool shot of like her coming in. Cuts off the tail, and you know, like a cool hero pose there with the tail being cut. Then get his ass, Yume-chan. And then here is a better transformation. Midnight arc. It's a cool looking weapon. I'll talk about that later, like the weapon stuff, right? Boom, dash. So this is absolute cute. This is absolute cutie of a little sister Yume. Despite her cute looks, she gets creative with her anime keychains. She can turn them to weapons, right? It's, you know, explanation is there. You know, transform weapon. Boom. Right. Get him. Sing. Then like. Okay, so let me explain this for a bit. So, due to like, you know, just a fuck ton of homework this goddamn school had gave us, I didn't really have enough like time to like really want to draw things, right? So like I had to cut a good amount of corners for some scenes. This scene was supposed to be like a scene where like this slashing scene here was supposed to be a scene where like you get to see the scythe go for the neck of this monster thing, right? But I had to just cut that into like this normal slash thing, unfortunately. And then boom, there's the ending scene, and she cuts it, and then she stands up, yosh, and all that. Woohoo! Yeah, celebration. And then a bit time passes by, and then boom. Excuse me, you guys that defeated that dog monster. We're police conducting an investigation on that monster. We may need to rely on some underground information for this. But being officials of authorities, it's almost impossible to gather underground information with those information gangs or information guilds. Right? You're hunters, am I right? That's an official hunter's license. That helps a lot. We are. How can we help? Says Fall. Right? So there's this informant guild under the name Steel Gang. I assume you may be familiar with that name. Since you're hunters and all, that should be familiar of some sort, right? It's like, oh, we've just recently become official, so mayhaps you tell us more about this. So they're new hunters, apparently so, right? Boom! In the next panel, you lie. Whatever do you mean, Yumi-chan? What if they find out the license is fake? So relax, they won't find out if you're that worried. This will be the last time, all right? And that's a promise, says Yume. So yeah, over here is like a bit of a small conflict, at least I want to put here. Not a huge one, but something I came up with. Ooh, what the hell is this? I forgot to. Yeah, it's fine. Looks like we're here. So far, did you really need to change? It's a club, you may have a bit of fun, why don't you? Bing bing. So the reason I changed the outfits here is so that they're a bit more easier to draw, I think, for me. I shouldn't have changed it, but there was no problem with Yume's outfit. It's very easy to draw, like very cute and all that. But a false outfit was a bit too many sections for me to like draw immediately, so I just gave her like a chill tank top for a club. It does make sense in the end, at least to me, right? A noisy place, huh? Oh, I know the club isn't a place I'd like. I'll head somewhere a little quiet if that's alright with you, right? So you doesn't like noisy places, right? Sure. Leave this to Big Sis. Sorry for making you do this, Yume-chan. You know Big Sis mode, right? So yeah, be careful, yeah. So they go their separate ways. Alright, so what to do now? She's at a bar looking around. Wow, that guy's a fashion statement and a half. You're a bartender. That fancy looking guy there, might he be the head honcho or something? Yep, that's our boss. So over here, again, if that looks familiar, that is 100% me. This is like a past drawing I've made of myself. But like, I did not have time to design like another mob character. I don't know. To me, like mob characters are like the hardest to design. You gotta make something so plain that they just look forgettable. I can't do that. I can't do that immediately. I need to make something that screams, focus on this dude, focus on this guy, right? So that's a bit of a curse on my part, right? So around the same time, oh, what's this? Oh, she's like a gambling area, right? Say, hey, little lady, care for a game? So, oh, I'm just here to watch. That's all. No, thank you. Put it on her hand. Oh gosh, this club's not for me. Clubs are under me. Not just that. There's so many people here too. How does phone stay so calm in these situations? I love like these faces that I've kept using them for here and there. Like this specific face. So you're gonna see this from time to time on like panels that don't really matter. So like there, she's like she's like at the top of the club area. People are dancing. Huh? Is that fun, eh? who is that? It's like she's Fall is talking to someone. So, huh? Oh, there's the card. She's using the card again. So she feels a bit betrayed or something. As you can see, a real hunter's license proof is enough for you, right? She talks, convinces him. Well, this is indeed a hunter's license. So the kind of information you're looking for is about a monster that appeared this noon. That suddenly appeared. Is that correct? Normally, I don't mind giving information. However, for two reasons. One that specific information is a bit of a personal information for us. Two, we here don't tolerate liars. Huh? Ching. We've also been informed the ones who defeated that monster were two girls, and it's you two. He's like generalizing, I guess. Like, it's you two. And he comes in for a punch. Push. Fall knocked down, sucker punch, and then like, oh no, there was supposed to be like a scream, like a Nei-chan here, and then like she calms down, up or whatever. It's too late, and then you may notice this. She comes down. You alright, sis? Blah, 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 blah. I'm not understanding at all. But since you made sound, you're okay. I'll handle this. So it's now Yumi's turn to be like the one in the front row. So your sisters, it's your fault. Our plans to attack enemy gang were wasted. So the monster was theirs? You make Fall captured it, like in a sentence. And then like the mob guys like punches her. And you may try to block with her spear. Ching! Oh, spear broke. It broke. She's like, oh, she's a bit scared. Like, oh no, it broke. Alright, get out of there, you may. Like, Fall yells for her safety, and like glooming villain, no, not yet. And then she takes out, her best weapon. And this is my miseba, like the panda scene I want to show the most. Right? It's super cool, I think. Look at that. It's like, no, not yet. And then she grabs her staff, she twirls around, and then she comes in for like a cool cut kind of deal. Super cool, I think. And then like you see the hand there, like whoosh, oh, this is bad. And you was like die, and then whoosh, cutting. Right, you can read this on like right to left, left to right. It still makes sense both ways, left to right, right to left. Cutting. Oh, what happened there? The scythe being swung. Dish, dish. Oh, there we go. Panels being played there. She stopped the punch and she stopped the scythe from coming in. And then she goes to like normal mode. It's like, all right, let's slow down a bit here. You got me pretty good there with the sucker punch. You see, you made my little sister cry. It's unforgivable. So, huh? And then she's like, oh well, this is the forest. But before that, let me ask you one thing. Was that you're doing the monster today? And so what? Says the guy, like So he doesn't want to answer it properly, right? He gets punched or kicked. He gets hit, essentially. Boom, Yamcha pose with the kicked up cheek, kicked up butt there. You there, answer me. Yes, it was us. Alright, let's get out of here, you man. So, it was closing in already 30 pages, right? So I had to like cut this pretty short, unfortunately, but it could have gone a lot longer, honestly. But I didn't want to do that. I already didn't have enough time from the beginning. Right, I'll explain about that later. Right, so calm after the calm after the storm. They're on top of this thing. It broke. Sorry about it. It's my fault that the thing you wanted to use broke. And I wanted to use a cool move too. She's sad about multiple things and all that, right? And Fall notices and like, oh, she's sad. What to do? Boom. Don't worry, Yume-chan. Pixels will always be there for you. You make a silly face, So what's that face? I think it's just like the face is the impact and everything for like this whole panel. But I think it makes sense for like siblings to wanna cheer each other up by doing something simple as a silly face. It does make sense, you know. If it it's a dynamic between them, I think, and I think it's great. So moving on, over here it's like, oh yeah, the information just now. Should we just contact the police goon? Right, that should be all right, right? Is I guess, but besides that, Nechan, I'm feeling not that great since the club. Let's go home. The club was too noisy and all that for her, right? And then he like, sure, let's get takeout. I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything back there. She didn't eat anything. So if it's on the way there, sure. I don't really have the appetite, but let me have a bite. Ah, no can do. Get your own meal. But I won't finish it. It'll become leftovers for tomorrow. I don't want that. So back to the banter, the cute banter, right? And see you later, Fua and Yume, right? Yeah. So I think it's like a very simple story, not nothing too complicated, and I think just as it is fine. So let's talk about this, right? My quote unquote magnum opus. Some praises here and there. I've upped my style, all that. I've gotten used to drawing. My colors here, I think my colors here are freaking great, incredible. The start is also like, wow, these two characters, they look cute. I was even complimented by the character designs. They're like very main character-ish and all that. So I'm very happy about that. And finally got Yume and Fa into like a setting that I want, at least. Also setting that I want. Yeah, and this is an interesting setting, right? Let's go back to it here. An interesting setting, right? So like during this time I wanted to do something unique, something that screams WAF, right? So I was looking around and like trying to gather inspiration. Sure, I love Kill la Kill, Trigger and all that. But during this time I've like started appreciating the 3D animated series Ruby, and I wanted it to have that type of vibe, right? That like very charming vibe as a point. So that's what I did. I've added like my own flair. I've added some Ruby stuff, like the banter and all that, and make them sisters, and I think it worked decently. Like you can tell that Fa is definitely Yang and Yume is definitely Ruby. The scythe thing is just like it's a coincidence. I didn't think about that back then. It's a whole coincidence that I want her to have a scythe, cause girls and scythe are just cool, They're very cool and based. So yeah, so it's a simple story. Like the thing about this is that I took so long just to get the story out correctly, to get it approved, because back then my what I wanted to do was like so complicated. My senses went, dude, what the hell do you want to tell? I'm like, I don't know. And then one of my senses was like, okay, so what I've read here, I'm gonna help you out, right? He says, I think you wanna write Battle Girls Sentobi Shoujo, right? Oh yeah, Sentobi Shoujo. And it's like, I mean, like, I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, that does make sense. I do like those two together. Yeah, so why don't you like make a simple story about those two, and have at it. It's what my sensei told me. So this is what I came up with, right? Just two girls, battling and everything. It's nothing too complicated or anything. A story that you don't have to commit 100% on, and you're just following how the characters are, is what I did. And that's essentially what Ruby is, right? Just from volumes 1 to 3, I think, or rather volumes 1 to 2, right? We have some cool action scenes. This is like the best part of like the thing, is that if your action as a mangaka, if your action scenes are like people say, oh, they're really easy to follow, you've done it, man. You've done it great, honestly. I've also had like comments from my friends that like the dynamic between the characters are like great. They're like, so sometimes when you read stuff, it's like, oh, it's overly cringe. No siblings would do that. But this is like just like fine. It's not cringy or anything. It's not cringy. It's not cringy. It's like, oh, sorry, there's a fly there. It's like a perfect line between like, this seems real. This is real. This is realistic, cute banter between siblings, and that's great. Action scenes are super cool. This is like earlier one of my favorite panels, but like it all got superseded by like the Miseba. But I think they're both different stuff. Yeah, the Miseba is in like this one, the super cool panel, right? I'm gonna keep it here for a while, right? So a lot of things I could do better. Honestly, I could make the story a little bit more personal towards the characters, but I was honestly like taking so much time trying to like figure out what I want to do for my final thing, right? Because like, just like a simple short thing, the school had burned me out, and that burnout got me like so hard that I got depressed, and like I couldn't take drawing seriously and all that. So there was a good moment in time where I'm like, whatever kind of deal. I didn't really want to draw properly. It's hard for me to get my passion up. And all of a sudden, one of my friends, one of my classmates, she was doing what she wanted to do, right? And I was like looking at it, and she was explaining to me like, oh, blah 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 blah, and I felt like what she wanted to do was so passionate, and that lit a fire. That lit a fire within me, and I'm like, you know what? Since you're doing what you're doing, I also kind of want to do what I want to do. Thank you so much. I needed this, right? I needed to talk with someone about this thing. So I went ahead and like, okay, this is what I wanted to do. I wanna do Fa and Yume. I wanted to do these two. I wanna introduce these two characters already. So that's what I did. So many things I could have done with like could have been fixed with more time and drawings, but again, time doesn't wait for you. Time doesn't wait for me, and I'm also during that time like doing interviews and finding jobs just to stay in this wonderful place of Nippon, right? But overall, I think it's a pretty good job. And anything, character design wise too, pretty great. If it, like, here is what it was before, right? It's like, oh, there's no lines or anything, but like it was all lines and all that. This was supposed to be the title card. There, it's like barely any drawings there. I had to draw this first because it was an intense action. I mean, the high action stuff, like this one, the dynamic poses and all that. But yeah, man, even this here, oh my god, this is what it was before. Yeah, see, like during the second arc, I'm like, oh, what do I like reference? And I just kept thinking about the yellow trailer. Yeah, the ruby yellow trailer. It's such a good trailer. Like, such a fun fighting scene. And I just kept that there, and I made it shorter in a way with a little bit more storytelling. I wish I could do more action scenes. I wish I could do more dialogues. I wish I could do more in-depth stuff, but time restraints and all that. See, even this is like, damn, I made that shit. It's crazy. This is an interesting panel, the crying one. So like, I've never really drawn a person crying. So what I did was I looked up Deku crying, and I looked up Naruto crying, and I like tried to see like what was common between them. How did they effectively make it look like they're crying? So I did like this, the eyes like that, like almost close or open close thing, and then like some tears there. And the most important part is like showing that it's watery. So the pupils and all that, I just like make them watery, like squiggly ish, just to show them, right? And then there's it's supposed to be a kick, but I've added too many lines there, so that's a whatever. And do the face there, needed that, and yeah. So that's my whole manga. That's my whole manga journey up until now. I have submitted this manga into Kadokawa's Young Ace beginner competition. I've also submitted this to Jump Plus as well, just to see if I can get anything out of this, right? So there's that. I don't know what's gonna happen to me in the future. I'm also still currently like trying to rework like a proper chapter 0 for these two. Am I still gonna name it nonsense? Most likely. I like nonsense, and even like you can see here the background that I have here, nonsense based. That's my podcast. The word nonsense is just like encapsulates what I am as a human being. I'm a bunch of nonsense, you know. But yeah, I think we can end it there. If you wanna comment anything, have a critique or whatever, say hey, thank you for inspiring me or whatever. I don't know if I've inspired anyone right now to do what they wanna do, like make a manga. Dude, you can do it. It's not gonna be perfect, I'll be honest. Let's be realistic. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna lift so much burden, creative burden from you, because you've made something that you want and you can be proud of it. And I am proud of what I have made here, because it is what I want to make. I wanted these two characters to, interact with each other for so long, and I just did it. I've made them sisters. It makes sense because they both came from my mind, from me, and yeah, it's great. The ending too is like they're getting food, and maybe you're eating or watching this. Maybe you're like having this on your second monitor. Honestly, have this on your second monitor. Do it while you're doing your manga, whenever. If you want to see stuff or drawing, whatever, that's great. I probably should have put this in way in the beginning, but I will probably put it post edit. Put this on your second screen. You don't have to watch this. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy that little video I made just about me reminiscing about the past, and looking at how I grew as a person. So we went from like this to we went from this to this, which is great, I think, but yeah, that's all I have to say for now. I don't know how long. It's probably gonna be a quick edit for me, but a very long watch for you. So I don't know. Like if you want to do more. If you want me to do more videos, I'm gonna post more videos, a little bit more videos, because that's what I want to do. I want to open and use this as an art channel for myself, right? I'm not expecting anything, but I'll expect like, at least I'll expect like maybe I'll inspire someone to be like, yeah, thanks for inspiring me, man, blah 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 and all that. But whatever, I'm just yapping right now. If you want more or whatever, comment down like, hey man, make more videos, blah blah blah. Dude, I'm just repeating shit, holy shit. Anyway, bye bye. Hey there, post edit Waff here. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I don't know how far I'm gonna go with this YouTube thing. It's not gonna be full time. It's gonna be like a hobby thing, like nonsense based. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.